is valuable that we miss. Okay, so we're officially kicking off tonight. So this is our Diamond and Climbin group. And Deidre and I actually chatted a couple weeks ago, and we were talking about how, we have a lot of new coaches coming in our teams and a lot of growth in our downline and a lot of coaches who are really stepping up and wanting to lead and wanting to do more and wanting to build more. And, all of these people that are coming into Beachbody right now because we're working out at home and we need home workouts and we need accountability and we need community and so many valuable things that are a part of this. And sometimes that means people are thinking, I need a little bit more income. I need a little bit more stability. I need a little bit more financial, stability, and I need something to fall back on, and I need community support, and I'm not going to the gym anymore, so I need someone to hold me accountable. So we've seen how much this company has grown just in the last, 6 to 8 months, which is, obviously given the circumstances of the world, is less than ideal that everyone's forced to, change their entire lifestyle. But at the same time, we have this amazing resource that we can give to people that help people stay the course and stay on track and have a community when you feel extremely isolated. And I think that's the beauty of being a coach, is that something that I've found along the way, whether it's been postpartum, depressed, anxious, motherhood, all that stuff, and just felt really alone, and found a community within not just my challenge groups, but within coaching too. So, Deidre and I have been chatting a little bit about, like, how do we give more to our teams? How do we give more to our growing leaders? And especially when we have the last quarter of the year coming up, technically October, November, December, and how do we do this together? So we decided, we were going to collaborate, and we always have a ton of fun when we do our groups together. And it always goes really well, and we have a lot of energy that we bring into these groups, and we've kind of been brainstorming, but for the purpose of this group, for the purpose of these next 4 weeks, 30 days, we're going to have a Monday night call every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 Eastern. And we're going to just kind of recap, and we're going to hash out some leadership things and some things that are and we're going to dive into this stuff throughout the week. So there's going to be some assignments during the week. We're going to ask that you're sharing your tracker every Thursday, that you're sharing I gave you an assignment today to post, and I failed the assignment already because I didn't post, and I said I was going to post mine in the comments, and I didn't do it yet. But to post your social media tracker or planner for the week. So print this out if you haven't yet, or whatever variation of this you use, just so that way you get in the mindset of, like, I got to plan out my business, because life happens and life gets in the way, and failing to plan is planning to fail. And when you don't have a plan, it's very easy to let everything fall apart and brush your business off by the wayside. And y'all, I am going to tell you, I'll tell you a million times, when you make this business a priority, when you treat this business like a business, you see that come back to you. And yes, it is possible to continue to build that residual income and build that stability, that you have the ability to take a weekend and have some downtime, or not sit at your computer for, 50 hours a week working this business, that you can create freedom and flexibility by trusting the process and being consistent and showing up and doing the things. And we're going to try to share some of those things with you guys. And if you have questions along the way, or if there's something you're struggling with, lean in and reach out and ask. And, if there's something you're not getting, or if there's something you need more of, please ask, because we can't read minds, and we want to provide as much support and value and content as we can. So anyway, a couple little things, print out this social media, and maybe spend a little time tonight writing out some things that you want to talk about this week, things that are on your mind, things that, go through some of your posts and, like, okay, I see that my transformation posts get a lot of traction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I have a transformation post going out for Tuesday. And maybe on Thursday, I'll do another shout out as well for someone else. Or, you know, maybe I know that I get a lot of traction on food posts, so I'll schedule in some food posts this week. Or, you know, write out some things that I know garner a lot of traction on my social media. So, so take advantage of this and set aside some time to just, and this literally took me like 10 minutes to do, just to write out some ideas. And I'm already like day one. Did I do all the things I already? Nope, didn't do that yet. But I did start drafting a post this afternoon, and I have a lot to say that I'm going to post after the call tonight. And just utilize that to kind of get in that mindset of leading from the front. I am a leader. I am building a successful business. I am teaching other people who are following me, like kind of leading the way, guiding them along the way. So, so print out that social media and post it in the comments of my live video, or you can just post it in here. And then make sure that you have some form of a tracker, whether you are using a notebook and a pen, or you're using like a digital something. I am a pen and paper kind of person, so this is my jam. Like, I print a new one of these out every month. I write down when I'm inviting, I highlight people that I'm enrolling, and sometimes I make a little note, FYI, like, follow up with this person on such and such date, or like they're a no, like a hard no, like, or, you know, check back with them next week. So that way you have like who you're talking to. Okay, any questions so far? So, personal development book. I did post about this. If you do not have this yet, please make sure that you order this. This, I've blown through like the first 2 chapters in about 15 minutes tonight, and it's so good already. And I saw somebody else had said, like, I did 4 chapters on Audible today. Another girl from the group had messaged me, and she's like, oh my gosh, were you crying through the first chapter like I was? Like, it's so good. So it is, and it's a good, like, get out of your own way kind of book. Stop holding yourself back. Like, it's a good mindset book. So anyway, make sure you get this book, and then also make sure that you have your business activity tracker, because we will be posting these every Thursday. We will be doing like a show me your tracker. And totally honest here, your business is a reflection of your tracker. And like, if you are not doing the things, you can't expect your business to grow. If you're not posting about coaching, talking to people about coaching, you can't expect to be recruiting coaches. If you're not talking about your challenge group, if you're not sharing your story and sharing your journey, you can't expect people to see what you're doing and want to join you. So yes, we do a lot of social media stuff as part of our business, but a lot of it comes from here and comes from like how this has helped transform and change our life, and how we have the tools and resources to provide that for other people. So the purpose of this group really is to help develop a leadership mindset, to help develop a go big, go bigger, don't go home, stay here, keep going. We're doing this together, and the importance of building that stability and building a team. And helping, you know, as your team starts to grow and continues to grow, helping your new leaders, you know, get comfortable, get started, and then just doing a lot of the things that we do on a day-to-day basis. And like the National Wake Up Call today was another great one. I don't know if you guys listened to it, but it's just, it's a simple business. Like, it's a matter of consistency. It's a matter of just doing the simple tasks, checking off these boxes, and creating that habit in your mindset that, like, you know, okay, if I do these things, these are the results that I'm going to get. So we're just really going to be reinforcing that a lot. And I don't know if you guys know, if you know me better or if you know Deidre better, depending, but you'll learn about both of us that like our love language is gift giving, and we love to like just do the things with the gifts and all the stuff. So we've been talking about prizes, and we have all kinds of stuff that we're going to be doing for giveaways and stuff for this group. And that's all fun stuff, but like the real reward is you, like reaching your goals and moving your business forward and seeing your volume increase and seeing your income increase. And I know that's not the reason why everyone's here. Like, you know, not everybody's here to, you know, with the volume and the income and stuff, but it's a nice perk for showing up and doing something that you love and something that you're passionate about. And don't ever feel guilty for 1 second for earning an income, for doing something that not only takes time away from, you know, other things that you're doing, takes time away from your family, but also you are giving people back a really, really amazing gift. And we call it a gift a lot, because it truly is the gift of health and fitness. You know, a lot of people are navigating some challenging waters right now and aren't prioritizing their own physical and mental health. And when we kind of step into that, like, shining light that, like, look, you know, you can still like kind of do the things some of the time, still get results, still feel consistent, still feel good about yourself, still make yourself a priority when it feels like the world is crumbling around you, and how important that is. It is truly a gift. So continue to believe that that we do have these amazing tools and resources that can help people, but believe in yourself that you are capable of helping somebody find what it is that they need and connect them, you know, bridge them to, you know, to the results that they need. And maybe it's you're helping bridge somebody to the financial freedom that they need, or they need coaching. And I know we're so quick to lead with the transformation, and we're so quick to lead with the challenge groups, and we're so quick to lead with the, you know, the nutrition and the shake and the meal plan and this and that. But there are a lot of people who need not only, you know, the coaching financial aspect, but who need the community too. So you're here for a reason. You have a purpose. You're here for something more, and don't doubt that for 1 second. You signed up to coach because you saw something more within this company, within your coach, within your coach's team, and most importantly within yourself. So so believe, you know, not just these 30 days, not just this month, but know that, like, it takes a little bit of grit and a lot of belief and those consistent habits to really dig your heels in and create some amazing things, guys. So yes, this group will go through the end of the year, but we are just going to kind of like break it down a little bit at a time. Questions so far? I need to like take a drink. I've been talking. Anything that anybody specifically wants, like if you could choose a training or a something to focus on, or anything specific, like is there anything that like you'd really like, Ashley, if you guys could really help me with this, that would be great. Feel free to like shout it out or type it in the chat. And that goes for like the whole group. Like if you're like, you know what, this was great, but I'd really like some more clarification on this. Or, you know, I really struggle with getting my new coaches started right. I'm going to tell you guys, like, I think that's probably the most like frequented topic is like, how do I get my new coaches started right? How do I get my new coaches to work the business? How do I show my new coaches like that there's potential here? I mean, I think I probably ask myself that every month, like, how do I, but you know what, like it's leading from the front, and it's leading by example, and it's teaching simple steps, and staying accountable together. Sheila said, recruiting coaches, ideas on how to start them on the right foot with confidence, to think that they can do this and make money. So many are looking to work from home. Yes, I absolutely agree with that. So as far as like recruiting coaches go, and we'll do like a more formal training on recruiting coaches. Honestly, it's a lot of times it's just a conversation. And a lot of times it comes from, you know, if you have somebody in your challenge group who is showing up consistently, like that's just a conversation to have with them and say, listen, like you're already crushing it. Have you ever thought about doing this? Because really, like it's fairly simple. Like you show up and you share and you talk to people and you bring them into the group and you get them started with things that we're doing and we're using, and now you're coaching. um, you know, I think a lot of what we share and what we talk about, you know, there is that influence that we put out there on social media, and I think that's, again, like we're quick to lead with transformations and the fitness side of things and hesitant to lead with coaching because it's our coaching posts just don't get as much traction. I mean, that's always been the way that it is. And, you know, people are more likely to jump when they see, oh my gosh, how did you lose 25 pounds? Tell me more, but are less likely to jump when they say, oh my gosh, you made $250 last week as a coach. Like, tell me more, because we, well, we're just drawn to that, you know, that transformation and stuff more so than coaching. But I think the more consistent we are with sharing it, the easier it is to talk to people about. And it not only builds your own confidence in what you do, but it shows other people that confidence too. So like if you're not talking about coaching, you can't expect anyone to ever see the benefits and the perks of coaching. If you're not talking about your community, if you're not talking about your challenge groups and your, you know, your coach stuff that you do and your, you know, I know it's like we can't do retreats and stuff really formally right now, but you know, things like having an accountability group and things like having that community and things that, you know, those little coaching perks that like your coaching, your income helps cover and stuff like that. Just so many little things like that that do play a huge role. And, you know, not to discount, you know, an extra $500 a month or $250 a month or $50 a week or whatever it is, that is very necessary for a lot of us. Um, so yeah, we will do a little bit more formal stuff on recruiting. Um, and yeah, just pumping that confidence through, through our new people as well that we're enrolling. We are going to do a couple coach cocktail hours. I do them typically bi-monthly, and I do have one scheduled for this Thursday night. So what I typically do and what I have been doing, and what a lot of our team does kind of together, is we just do a Zoom call. And we invite to it. We invite our challengers to it. We open that up. You can certainly run your own if you've never done one before, or you are more than welcome to jump on ours and invite to ours. And then we just share, several of us just talk a little bit about coaching and what we do as coaches, and talk about the successes that we've had and what coaching has done for us, you know, mentally and physically, and share a little bit of that, like, walk a mile in my shoes kind of story. And so we are planning one for this Thursday, or I'm sorry, this Wednesday, and then another on the 23rd. And I will post in this group. I would strongly encourage everyone to create their own, like, what is coaching Facebook group. And within that, maybe you just start sharing things that coaching has done for you. Start sharing some transformations. Share your own transformation. Share transformations from your team. If you just started coaching recently and you don't have, you know, all of these things yet, I'm just really starting, I'm not sure where to begin. Ask your team, lean into your team. We have tons of resources, and there are tons of people within our organization that are more than willing to share success stories and things like that. And you can always look, you know, on the Beachbody Champions page and things like that to find things. But creating that group and that space where if you do have someone that's interested in coaching, maybe you pop in there and you do like a 3 to 5 minute live video and you just talk about, like, this is my story, and this is why I started coaching, and this is what coaching has done for me, and this is why I love it and how it's helped, and all those little things that that you love about coaching, and just creating that group. So that way, when you do invite someone or you do a post about coaching and somebody's like, yeah, tell me more, I'm interested, then you can say, okay, cool. Like, let me send you a voice message and tell you a little bit. And then also, here's a link to my Facebook group. I've got some great stuff in there. In fact, this Wednesday night, we're doing a little live, like a 30-minute live, going to talk about coaching. Pour yourself a cocktail and come join us, and you can listen in too. So just keeping it short and simple, and then having something like that, that somebody can kind of dive into and ask more questions about too. Let's see. What about the coach that doesn't use social media? I have one that doesn't do any kind of Facebook, Snap, Instagram, etc. So, I mean, I definitely think that's a little bit more challenging. However, you can still have success just through the connections that you have, just through the people that you know. And that's, I don't know if that's something that they just choose not to use, or they just don't like to use, or whatever. But yeah, I mean, that's probably a conversation I would have with them, like one-on-one, if they are interested in coaching, and just kind of find out what that would look like to them. Like, okay, if you don't use social media, a lot of our business is run on social media. What would it look like for you to like help people with fitness and nutrition? And how would you help your people stay accountable? And like email, I know email is another great way. But yeah, I would just probably try to find out from them, like what it would look like for them. What would success as a coach look like to them, as far as like helping people get results, and how would they want to do that? And then, Lindsay. Okay, recruiting and getting started, right? Perfect. So I'm not sure. I know that in the dream team, like our upline, Melanie's team, they're doing new coach kickoff call and like weekly new coach trainings. Our team is doing that as well. My organization in downline is starting off our new coach training tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Time. And as like, we're going to kind of be implementing some things that, like, just teaching some of those steps, like, okay, as you have new coaches coming in, like, you are more than welcome to always use your upline team and organization. You don't have to reinvent the wheel and recreate all these brand new trainings and things for yourself. So don't feel like right away, like, okay, I'm in this diamond push group, now I have to create all my own things and I have to do everything by myself. No, absolutely not. So we have teams for a reason, and we do this together. And so if you're bringing new coaches in, we record all of our new coach calls. You're always more than welcome to, jump on, listen in, bring your people on. And same thing with like even the dream team calls. And I know that Deidre has done some new coach training stuff too. So there's always those options. And I think, kind of just figuring out what works best for you. Like if you are like a hands-on, like I like to have my coaches in a message pod, and I like to, message my people and message them things, and do video calls, that may work differently for you versus somebody who is more of a like Zoom call, phone call kind of person. And here's, a packet, go through this packet, let me know when you're done. So I would probably just, as we're going into this a little bit more, just, figuring out what your learning style is, and then knowing also, obviously, like people have different learning styles. But what is something, a simple resource that helped you when you started? And, as you're signing up a new coach, kind of think about that. Like, okay, I probably need to like have a one-on-one with my new coach. I mean, if you're building your business to diamond and you have new coaches you're recruiting that are wanting to work, getting ready to have that one-on-one conversation with them and say, okay, this is what I'm doing. This is what I've been doing. This is a really awesome document. This is a great call I listened to. These are the basics. And just getting yourself a little bit more comfortable with helping your coaches as they get started too. What else do we have? Anybody have anything else? I think, you know what? I don't want to say I think because I may be wrong. I'm going to look through the group. I believe there's a diamond bubble that is printed or that is in the images or the files. I thought there was, but if not, I'm going to drop another one in there. So that way you can print out that diamond bubble. And it looks, a diamond bubble kind of looks like this. You may have seen one before if you're not using one. We're going to use one for the purpose of this group. And this is just as you're building, you're writing down who you're enrolling, you're helping your coaches rank advance, and building that stability within Diamond. And so that means, Diamond is 4 and 4, 1 emerald on each side. Everybody's active at least 50 PV. Your emerald coaches, and they don't even have to be working coaches. Like one of my emeralds was my husband. And, you may have your mom that signs up and then you get your mom to emerald or whatever. But as you're building, and it may be, your bestie who signs up and is like, sweet, my sister wants to do this too. Okay, get them signed up. But you're building that stability and you're building that consistency, and having that visual diamond bubble in front of you really does help. And y'all, we're going to get our feet wet. Like, we're going to dive into inviting. We're going to invite people to coaching. We are going to enroll our customers as coaches. We're going to have those conversations with our customers who maybe their Shakeology is coming up next week and they're paying full price for Shakeology and they're not signed up as a coach. We're going to get them converted over to coaches. So it saves them that extra 25% too. And just having confidence in those conversations. And then building that stability within your own business and within your organization. And then just duplicating that within your new coaches and things that you're enrolling to. So mindset of a leader, mindset of positivity, mindset of growth, personal development book. Yes, but don't be surprised when we throw out some podcasts and some videos and some things that really help further a leadership mindset and really help fuel the belief that you are capable of more. And, I was reading this book earlier and I was sitting out on my back porch and I closed my book and I just sat there and I was thinking, like, is it this week? Next week is my 6-year coaching anniversary. And I was like, man, I've been coaching for a long time. Like, this is the longest job I've had before I've, left for something else. And I got to thinking about like the things that I've done and the places I've traveled and the people that I've met, and the transformations that have happened along the way. And you guys, this is a pretty amazing thing that we get to do. And 6 years seems like a long time, right? But in the last 6 years, just because of coaching, I have transformed my mindset into a mindset that has helped me overcome some really, really challenging things. And I think, we look at coaching as a job. I'm a coach. This is my job. I'm a coach. Coaching is so much more than that. And there's so much more depth that comes from you being able to not only help other people reach their goals, but you get to kind of help yourself along the way. And there's not a lot of jobs out there that encourage you to put yourself first, that encourage you to put your mindset first, that encourage you to put your health first, that encourage you to show up every day and pump you with energy and positivity, and just being completely, genuinely, authentically yourself too. And it's really amazing. And my hope for this group and for you guys, not only over the next 4 weeks, but throughout the rest of this year, is that you see that you see how amazing you truly are, and how amazing what this can do for not only you, but for so many people who you touch and inspire on a regular basis. But that it flows through your business and your organization too, and your challenge groups and your challengers, and that people can see that and see your energy and your confidence and all the positivity that comes with it. So I don't want to keep you guys too late tonight. So we can kind of just get ready to rock this next week. I know Deidre is going to pop in live tomorrow and share a little bit of stuff. We are going to dive into some social media training too, some social, like posting on social media, wording and things like that. If there's anything that you guys have questions about along the way, again, please share them in the group. Chances are you're not the only person that has that kind of a question. If you message me privately, I'm probably going to ask you to put it in the group. So just put it in the group, because that way we can all learn together. And then Monday night calls, and what else? I think there was something else. Like I said, Wednesday night, we're going to do a coach cocktail hour. So I will post, it's going to be the same link. I will post that on Wednesday. Yeah. Anybody have anything else they want to add? Thursday, make sure you share your tracker. And while we're talking about inviting, share your list of invites too. And this isn't just I talked about this in my live video earlier. This isn't just copy paste 100 messages and hey, do you want to join my challenge group? Write their name down. This is people that you're I write down people that I'm engaging with on my posts, engaging with on my stories, having consistent conversations with about something more. And there's people on here that I talked to last month that, they're okay, hit me up next month, I might be interested. So I write them down on here, and then I'm working through this list. So if I post a transformation and I have 12 new people that and or comment on my transformation post, I write them down on this paper, and then I may not invite them right there at that minute, but the next time I sit down to do my inviting, I still have a list that I'm working from. So, so my goal is to talk to at least 100 new people every month, or have conversations with 100 people a month. And we typically say for every 10 people you talk to, one person signs up. That's not just hey, how you doing? That's having an actual conversation with them about a challenge group. How you doing? And talking to them about coaching, or talking to them about weight loss or muscle gain, or working through a program, or joining a group, or whatever it is. So yes, a go for no, a sheet like this that has 100 spaces on it. If you've never done that before, buckle up, because we're going to do it this month, and we're going to have those conversations. And that is also, I'm going to try to save this for another night too, but that's another huge reason why we continue to build and grow our following, why we continue to add more people, why we continue to follow more people who have similar interests on Instagram, and we add friends and things from other social media groups that we're in, and just grow our friends list and grow our following, because you never know who needs that support and who needs that accountability. And it's not just let me see how many friends I can collect on Facebook and add everybody. I go in to a page that I follow, you know, or like Reese Witherspoon, for example. And I go in and I look through her posts and her people that are commenting and look for people that I connect with. And those are people that I follow and start to build relationships with. Same thing with other mom groups and stuff. And I don't send them a friend request and then 5 minutes later send them a message and say, hey, do you want to buy some Shakeology and then join my challenge group? That's absolutely not how this works. But we're going to teach some good practices on growing your following and building those connections. But the more consistent that you are over time doing all of these things, the more you will see your business grow. So buckle up and print out your things and get your book and get your tracker and get your mind right. And yeah, let's rock and roll, sisters. All right, that's all I have. Does anybody have anything they want to add? Questions? Comments? No? All right, I will get this recording uploaded. Stay tuned for Deidre to be live tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tuesday. I would strongly encourage a Transformation Tuesday post at some point tomorrow. It doesn't have to be fancy and it doesn't have to be perfectly worded and it doesn't have to be just glamorous and elaborate. Like, you're just telling your story. And if you didn't listen to the National Wake Up Call today, go and listen to that tomorrow or tonight if you're still doing things tonight. But listen to that and then just speak from your heart. Tell your story. How has this changed your life? How has this benefited you? Even if you're brand new and you don't have a like transformation yet, it doesn't matter because you're doing something for yourself. You're putting yourself first. You're making yourself a priority. You are bettering yourself, your mental health. You're increasing your confidence, all of these amazing things that are, you're not killing your husband and you're creating all these endorphins. Like, you're doing all these things that, you know, are making you feel good. And a lot of people need that. So share those things and have confidence in what you're doing and who you are in your posts, and put it out there in the world too. Like, affirmations are amazing, and putting out that like confidence and that like that law of attraction is a real thing. So put it out there and don't hesitate to say, I'm amazing and I'm capable of helping people get results, and people want to join my group, and I'm a 10-star diamond coach and people want to join my team. And start including those affirmations in the things that you do every morning, and you would be surprised what happens when things start coming back. So okay, y'all. Well, thanks for taking the time out of your night to get on. I appreciate it. I will get this uploaded. Don't hesitate to reach out if you guys have any questions along the way, and stay tuned for some more goodies coming at you tomorrow. All right, guys. Have a good night. Bye.